What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're here for actually one of my birthday races. So basically, yeah, this was my first ever time at Teamsport Watford. As you can see, the guy in front of me is just checking my helmet camera was on, and now he's asking me about my recording for my channel. Of course, I tell him it's Cheeky Chaz, and thankfully he did actually go and subscribe, so I really appreciated that from him. But yeah, this was after my birthday, only about a month or so ago, which is pretty good. We are here for the first ever time at Teamsport Watford. It's my first ever time in electric karts, so that'll be fun. I heard there's a boost button as well. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm here with my dad. I got my sister on the microphone in my helmet. So yeah, let's do this. So guys, now we are in the kart. As you can see, yeah, there's a little bit at the front that basically just decides that when you're going forward and backwards, they can actually choose whether, so they can actually put you in a reverse. But yeah, we are here for our first 15-minute session. The weird stop thing that Teamsport have to do. Still don't know why they have to do it, but anyway, let's get this going. Immediately out the blocks, I'm just like, okay, it feels a bit weird because the surface up the top is just different to what I'm used to. I've never been in electric karts, it's always been petrol. So yeah, let's get this going. It's yellow flags, walking conditions. I see a green light all the way over there, and we go. And immediately I almost spin. You can hear me screaming. I almost spun there, because down the bottom is definitely where the most slippery part is, through this section. Never been to this track before. I think I watched 1 or 2 videos on it about about basically a track guide. One by actually Teamsport and one by someone that's gone here. Of course, the second one was slightly better. But yeah, I heard you have to use the boost up the ramp to get the most from it, which is cool. And of course, they do their light checks you have to do. And yeah, we're off for the rest of our 15-minute session. Let's do this. Just trying to set up a little overtake around the outside here. We are probably going to be the fastest here. It doesn't look like there was anybody here with us today that looked very experienced. Not too many of us actually out there. My dad was with me. Still almost spinning on the exit of that. We will eventually get the hang of it. So, as you could probably hear, I was still talking to my sister quite a bit because we'd just gone and done something as a family, and we'd actually come to Teamsport Watford because it was nearby. And yeah, she was here and she wanted to talk to me on the mic. But there you go, I've just popped the boost button. As you can see, it was green. Now it's not green. That will have to wait till 45 seconds to pop. Now, the annoying thing about this track, some people that are quick enough, that do 44 seconds, miss their time when they do their boost button, so they have to sort of have it in different places on different laps. But thankfully it didn't really affect us. It got quite close sometimes in our first ever time going to this track, because of course we didn't get down into the 44s. Yes, it does have a 45-second timer. So yeah, there's a few people out here. Let's do this. We will, of course, and there you go. The green light comes on. Press the button up the hill. There is a yellow flag. Someone has crashed somewhere. Not entirely sure who. I think it was downstairs. But yeah, I'm just showing you guys basically pretty much the raw footage. I'm walking along with you as this. It's kind of quite a bit of an unedited video. I just want to show you guys this. But yes, it's still yellow flag, but now we are green back into this section. In a second I'll give you my first full proper flying lap in a second when we hit the start point. So up the ramp we go. When the first time that you have it with the boost and you've never sort of had it before, it's like a whoa sort of thing. But most of the time it's okay. Right, here we go. Ready to set up our lap. The lap time starts now. So You're coming down the hill, still full throttle through here, and you're going to brake. You're going to get the car turned around. You're going to try and not spin on exit. Then you're going to get it set up. You're going to be sliding through here, head for the second apex. I did miss it that time, but that's okay. We're going to come back around the hairpin, get ourselves immediately set up for this one, where we're headed for the second apex. Then we're going to be powering down. We get to the hairpin, press the boost up the hill. We have actually caught someone. Brake, full throttle. You're going to keep it full throttle around here. You're going to get ready to get set up for this corner. Then you're going to cut back, full throttle again, turn around, and then across the line. So that is a full flying lap in clean air for us the first time. And now we have caught up to my dad. So let's have a bit of fun with him. Usually on the channel you'll see him with his normal suit on. His suit is actually like full on like for race cars. So sometimes he doesn't use it, sometimes he does. It was very hot this day, especially inside. He knows I'm there. Actually almost spins. Looks behind me. He's trying to defend from me. Cut back up the inside. We get the move done. Lovely little move by us there. He's still right behind me. As you can see, I had a little bit of a funny scream because he's right behind me. Thought he might try and send it up the inside. Still talking to my sister about everything that's going on. Quite funny. Boost button comes back on. Push it back up the hill. It's a very shaky track, so especially for like the GoPro, it's quite difficult to get quite clean footage, especially for an old one. With the new one, you could probably it does automatic smoothing, but with my old GoPro, it does not. But I'm glad that I can give you guys some good footage. But yeah, I'm going to move on now to my fastest lap of the session. Okay, so it's been a few minutes now, and yeah, this is our fastest lap of the session. So here we go. As you're about to hear, I was just been told the last lap I did was really good, so I was like shouting like yay. Yep, as you can hear, but I end up in double back in that improvement. So yeah, let's watch it. So yeah, that was the lap, a 45.681, and then I was just told immediately afterwards. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that ended up being basically the second to last lap of the session. So yeah, I'll see you guys in session 2. So guys, we are here in session number 2. We've switched up the karts. We are now in kart 9. So yeah, let's do this. So, in this session, you'll find out later on that a actual member of staff comes out on track and kind of races me and gives me a little tip on the lines. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'm going to walk you through a couple minutes and then we will skip to a little bit more action near the end. Yellow flag's green flag. Let's go. Immediately trying to find a way through on the guy in the pinks suit. My dad is behind me, very slippery round here, trying to maybe set up a switchback. Beautiful move, very pleased with that one, but to be fair he did kind of go quite far over. Red flag, back to green. The pickup on these karts is great. Some of them are horrible, like the ones in Warrington, they're horrible, but the ones at this track are great. That cage goes quite wide and we are going to nip through. So I ended up finding out through that corner I just went through there was going to be a different line change I get later on, that I get taught by the member that comes out and races against me. It's actually a guy who asked me about subscribing, and I'll be mentioning it, of course, out on track. So this lap, after talking with some people and kind of like asking for some things, I was just trying to find out a good idea about lines and stuff, and so there's a couple techniques I tried, but again the boost technique did not change. To be fair, for me, I feel like it's better that I had the boost down the straight, but I didn't really realise it. For most people, because they're heavier, they use it up the straight to get it up there quicker. For me, I'm basically the same with the boost going up the straight, because I'm so light. But down the straight I'd get so much from it if I popped it just there, and I could go all the way down to here, unless of course a big crash happens, of course, at the bottom, and that wouldn't be good. But yeah, very slippery, not as bad as some things I've seen like Teamsport Farnborough. I don't really ever want to go there. I've seen like Cameron Das go there. Very, very, very slippery. I will take you through next lap on the first proper ready time lap after settling into the session. Quite a bit of clean air. There was only 5 of us, which was really good. So yeah, here we go then. Immediately getting ready for the lap, going down the hill. Very quick actually, right turn. Getting round the hairpin. A little bit of skid, but we've actually mastered the throttle out of there, not like losing traction. Getting round the hairpin beautifully. Probably actually a really good lap so far. Getting a bit of anti-lock through the double right-hander. Coming up the ramp using the boost, getting the cart slowed down. Now for the double left-hander, hitting the second apex, cutting back in for the hairpin, going back around, and we come back through and across the line. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys when we've got a bit more action. So, as we're about to head up the ramp, I see someone that I hadn't seen on track already as it goes yellow flags. And yes, it is a staff member who has deliberately put himself in front of me. And yeah, there he is. And he's basically just trying to have a little race with me because he could tell that I was just too quick and I didn't ever have anyone to race with. So yeah, I really appreciated this because that meant I could kind of follow someone's lines. And actually after being behind him was when I did my fastest lap. This lap wasn't the fastest lap, it's the one after this one. But yeah, you could kind of see that he had a slightly different line into there. He was coming back round a bit earlier. Both doing the sort of the same thing. Definitely slightly quicker, he absolutely was, yeah. I was just trying to keep up with him. So yeah, now, as we finish this lap, as we come around, let's get ready to start our fastest lap of the entire session whilst following this guy. Here we go. So the lap starts immediately. We're getting a great slipstream. I know we're not going to have to back out at any point. A little bit of a different line of course, but we're just doing exactly what he does in front of us. Coming around the backhand side, flicking it round, getting actually a better sort of immediate setup for this corner, maybe even a little bit too wide. You could see he kind of paused there a little bit, so that's maybe a spot where we need to improve. Up the hill, definitely gaining on him up there. And do we make that one change? Yes we do, we go wider, which cuts back in, which basically sets us up for a 45.031. What a lap time. Yeah, really good lap time from us there, and we basically ended up just following him for the rest of it. We were so close to basically almost getting it the rest of the time. But yeah, it was so much fun following this guy. I'll play out the footage of it, of me just in kind of, I don't know, kind of a quali mode, but in a way of learning. It's like a mix. it was good because it gave me some competition, because my dad was just slightly too far off the pace at this one track. Did make a bit of a mess up through there. That also screwed this lap over because I didn't do the certain way round through there. I was so close to getting into the 44s, which was crazy, but I did end up getting 45 dead, which I was really pleased about. When I was talking to the people at the place afterwards, they were saying like, wow, for your first time that is crazy. So yeah, do your research, guys. It makes people think you're like cheating when you go to these sort of places. Even if you're not a great karter, you'll still find more time if you research these sort of things. So yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this video so far, please do pop a like on the video and make sure to subscribe for some more content. I'd really appreciate it. Helps me grow, and it means you guys get more frequent content. But yeah, as you guys could see there, it was very close. As I hit the straight, the boost just about came up, so it was quite late. I do end up going into the back of him here, because he braked because of the cart in front, which is absolutely fine. I wasn't to expect it. But now we got to get past these guys as a team, basically. But where will he do it? Oh, he almost spins that guy in the orange cart. And now we're actually up the inside of the guy but he cuts back in front. We almost overtook him. We were almost very lucky. Keeps looking behind at us. Oh, little tap on the rear. Sort of trying to stay on the same pace. Afterwards he did tell me like, you're quick, man. Especially because he'd gone around this track quite a few times and he knows like the lines and stuff. For me, I just did it. Very close, just trailing him now. Almost going into him. It's a little bit like you're racing in a very competitive league where you're right up behind each other. I sort of was doing what he was doing, but because I was a little bit too close and there was traffic on these last few laps, I couldn't actually get a faster lap time in. I would have definitely gone into the 44s, but I just got unlucky. Getting very close to the members guy here. I sort of did a new setup into the corner. That lap didn't really work. Sort of backed off. I think at that point in the session they were black flagging someone, and I'd backed off there because I heard my sister in my ear. My sister was saying like black flag, and I thought she meant me. So I was backing off, going like, oh my god, what did I do? But it was actually somebody else. That's why you should always have a good race engineer, guys. But yeah, we basically just trailed this guy for a few more laps. We didn't actually able to get past him, but it was fun that we had this little battle with him. And yeah, that was it. That was the yellow flag. That was the final part of it, and that was the end of our 2 sessions. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.